stop for a moment, don't scroll. This is not just another message. If you're seeing this on Good Friday, it's not a coincidence. Something sacred is happening around you right now. A silence, but not empty. A silence filled with meaning. Because this is the day heaven speaks, without noise. Good Friday is not just about pain. It's about a sacrifice that changed everything, including your life. And right now, the angels are trying to get your attention. You've been feeling something lately, haven't you? A weight in your heart, questions you can't explain. A quiet voice telling you something is about to change. That's not your imagination. That's a message. And what you're about to hear may be exactly what you've been waiting for. But before I continue, I need you to do something important. Subscribe to this channel right now. Because messages like this don't reach everyone, they reach the chosen. And if you're here, it's because heaven wants you prepared for what's coming next. Now listen carefully. On this sacred day, something is being broken in your life. Not to hurt you, but to free you. That pain you've been carrying, that situation that feels stuck, that person who walked away or betrayed you. It's not the end. It's the release. Good Friday reminds you that before resurrection, there is silence. Before answers, there is waiting. Before blessings, there is surrender. And maybe you've been in that silent season, feeling like nothing is happening, like your prayers are not being heard. But what if I told you this silence is working in your favor? The angels are telling you this. Something behind the scenes is being aligned. Something you cannot see yet is being prepared. And the delay? It's protection. The silence? It's positioning. You were not forgotten. You were being guided, quietly. And here's the truth most people miss. What looked like loss was actually removal. What felt like rejection was redirection. And now, something new is getting ready to enter your life. But you must be ready. Because when the moment comes, it will come suddenly. Doors will open fast. Clarity will hit you all at once. And you will finally understand why everything happened the way it did. So don't lose faith now. Stay still. Stay aware. Stay connected. Because this Good Friday marks a turning point. And if you feel this message in your heart, subscribe right now and stay close. Because what's coming next, you need to be prepared for. Stay with this feeling a little longer. Because what is happening inside you right now is not random. That slight pause in your thoughts, that deeper breath you just took, that is your spirit recognizing truth. And the angels want you to understand something very clearly. You are not in a season of loss. You are in a season of preparation. Everything that slowed down around you, everything that didn't work the way you expected, it was not failure. It was alignment. Because there are things you asked for, prayers you whispered when no one was listening, and heaven heard every single one of them. But the answer was never going to come in a rushed or broken way. It had to come right. And that's why things had to be removed first. People who were not loyal. Situations that were draining your energy. Paths that looked good, but were leading you away from your purpose. You may not have understood it then, but you are starting to feel it now. That sense that something is shifting. That something is closing, but something greater is quietly opening. And here's what you need to be careful with in this moment. Do not go back to what God already took away from you. Because sometimes, when silence gets uncomfortable, you feel tempted to return to what felt familiar, even if it hurt you. even if it limited you. Even if deep down, you know it wasn't meant to stay. This is the test. Not of your strength, but of your awareness. Can you trust what you cannot see yet? Can you remain steady even when nothing seems to be happening? Because this is exactly where transformation happens. In the quiet. In the unseen. In the moments where most people give up. But you're still here. And that matters more than you think. Because the angels are not just watching your situation. They are watching your response. Every time you choose peace instead of panic. Every time you choose faith instead of fear. You move closer to what has already been prepared for you. And something else is about to become very clear. There is a connection in your life, or about to enter your life. That will feel different from everything you've experienced before. Not confusing. Not draining. Not uncertain. But calm. Clear. Right. And the reason it hasn't fully arrived yet is because you are still being positioned to receive it without fear. Because what's coming next requires a new version of you. A version that doesn't chase. A version that doesn't beg for attention. A version that doesn't ignore red flags just to feel something. You are being shaped into someone who recognizes truth immediately. And that is powerful. So don't rush this process. Don't try to force answers. Because what is real, what is aligned, what is meant for you, will not need to be forced. It will come with clarity. And when it does, you will know. Not because someone told you, but because your spirit will feel at peace in a way it never has before. And that moment is closer than you think. So stay alert. Stay grounded. Because the silence is almost over. And when that silence finally breaks, it won't come as noise or chaos. It will come as clarity. You will wake up one day and suddenly, things will make sense. The confusion you carried for so long will no longer have power over you. The questions that once kept you awake at night will feel distant, almost irrelevant. Because the answer won't arrive as words. It will arrive as peace. And that is how you will know it's real. Not because everything around you changed overnight, but because something inside you did. You will notice how certain things no longer affect you the same way. People who once had control over your emotions will lose that influence. Situations that once made you anxious will no longer shake you. And that is not weakness. That is growth. That is what happens when heaven steps in quietly and begins to rearrange your inner world before changing your outer one. But listen carefully, because this part is important. Right before this clarity fully arrives, there may be one last moment of doubt. One last situation that tries to pull you back. One last distraction that looks familiar. One last emotional test that feels almost convincing. And it will feel real. It may even feel strong. But it is not sent to confuse you. It is sent to reveal how much you have changed. Because this time, you will see it differently. You will pause. You will think. You will feel something inside you say, "No, not this again." And in that moment, everything shifts. Because you are no longer reacting. You are choosing. And that choice will open the door you've been waiting for. The door that leads to the connection, the peace, the life that was always meant to find you. Not the version built on fear. Not the version built on uncertainty. But the one built on truth. So if you've been feeling like something is about to happen, you're right. If you've been sensing that something is changing, you're not imagining it. If you've been wondering why things had to get so quiet, this is why. Because the silence was never empty. It was preparation. And now, you're about to see what you've been waiting for. So don't look back. Don't question yourself. And don't ignore what your spirit is trying to show you. Because this time, you are ready. And as you step into this new moment, you may not even realize at first how much has already changed. It won't come with a loud announcement. No big sign flashing in the sky. No voice telling you, this is it. Instead, it will feel natural. Almost too simple. Like something quietly falling into place, exactly where it belongs. You might meet someone and feel calm instead of nervous. You might hear news that once would have shaken you, and stay grounded. You might finally let go of something, without pain chasing after you. And that is when it will begin to sink in. This is different. Because before, you were chasing answers. Now, answers are finding you. Before, you were trying to force things to work. Now, things are flowing without struggle. Before, you were questioning your worth. Now, you are starting to recognize it. And that changes everything. But listen closely. Because even in this new phase, you must stay aware. Not afraid. Not anxious. Just aware. Because not everything that returns is meant to stay. And not everything that feels familiar is meant for your future. Some things will come back just to see if you are still the same. Old conversations. Old patterns. Even people who once walked away. And they may show up in ways that feel tempting. Comforting. Convincing. But you will feel it. That small, quiet feeling inside you. The one that says, you've already outgrown this. Trust that feeling. Because that is not doubt. That is protection. That is the voice guiding you toward what is truly yours. And what is truly yours will not confuse you. It will not make you question your value. It will not leave you guessing where you stand. It will not come with fear attached to it. It will feel steady, clear, right. So as everything begins to unfold, remember this moment. Remember that you were warned. Not in a way to scare you, but in a way to prepare you. Because what is coming into your life now is not random. It has been building behind the scenes. Piece by piece. Moment by moment. Even in the times you felt lost. Even in the times you thought nothing was happening. Something was always moving in your favor. And now, you are stepping into the part where you finally see it. So stay open. Stay grounded. And most importantly, don't rush what is meant to arrive perfectly. Because what is coming to you now is not just something you wanted. It is something you are finally ready for. And as this unfolds even deeper, you will begin to notice something else. Something subtle, but powerful. You will stop needing validation. The urge to ask, do they really care? Is this right for me? Am I enough? It will slowly disappear. Not because someone finally said the perfect words, but because you no longer need to hear them. You will just know. And that knowing will protect you from things that once would have confused you. Because now, when something isn't right, you won't try to fix it. You won't chase it. You won't beg it to stay. You will simply let it go. And that is where your power truly begins. Because letting go is not losing. It is choosing something better, without needing proof first. But pay attention. Because there is a moment coming very soon, where everything you've learned will be tested in a single situation. A message, a conversation, an unexpected encounter, something that will seem small on the outside, but will feel big on the inside. And in that moment, you will have two choices. Go back to what feels familiar, or step forward into what feels right. The familiar may pull at your emotions. It may remind you of old feelings, old memories, even old hopes you once had. But the right path will feel calm. It won't beg for your attention. It won't pressure you. It will simply be there, waiting for you to choose it. And this is where everything changes. Because for the first time, you won't choose based on fear. You won't choose based on loneliness. You won't choose based on what you might lose. You will choose based on truth. And when you do, something incredible happens. The things that were not meant for you will fall away without a fight. And the things that are meant for you will begin to move closer, faster than you expected. Doors will open. Conversations will align. Moments will happen that feel almost guided. And you will start to see it clearly. This was never about waiting. It was about becoming. Becoming someone who no longer settles. Becoming someone who recognizes what is real. Becoming someone who trusts what they feel, without fear. And now that you are here, now that you have reached this point, there is no going back to who you used to be. Because you've seen too much. You've felt too much. You've grown too much. So whatever comes next, whether it arrives gently or all at once, you are ready for it. Not because everything is perfect, but because you are no longer the same. And that is what makes this moment different from all the others. And now, there is one more thing you need to understand. Something most people never realize until it's too late. What is coming into your life next will recognize you instantly. Not just your face, not just your voice, but your energy. The way you carry yourself now. The way you no longer beg for attention. The way you choose peace over chaos. That is what will attract what is meant for you. But here's the truth. The same energy that attracts what is right also exposes what is wrong. So don't be surprised if certain people start acting differently. Some may pull away. Some may become distant. Some may even try to come back suddenly. Not because they've changed, but because they feel that you have. And they are right. You have changed. You don't react the same way anymore. You don't tolerate the same things anymore. You don't ignore your intuition anymore. And that makes you harder to reach for anything that is not aligned with you. This is not a loss. This is alignment. Because every person who fades away now is creating space for someone who truly belongs in your life. And that space is important. Do not rush to fill it. Do not go back just because it feels empty. Because that empty feeling is actually preparation. Preparation for something real. Something stable. Something that doesn't disappear when things get hard. And when it arrives, you won't feel confused. You won't feel anxious. You won't feel like you need to question it. You will feel safe. And not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, completely. And that is something you haven't fully experienced before. Not like this. Not in a way that feels calm instead of intense. Because real connection is not loud. It doesn't come with chaos. It doesn't keep you guessing. It comes with clarity. It comes with consistency. It comes with a quiet certainty that says, "This is right." So when that moment arrives, don't overthink it. Don't question why it feels so different. Don't look for problems where there are none. Just allow yourself to receive it. Because you spent so much time learning lessons, that now, life is ready to give you something better. Not another test. Not another cycle. Something new. Something true. And as everything continues to unfold from here, you will begin to see how every delay, every confusion, every moment of doubt was actually guiding you to this exact point. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was random. Everything had a purpose. And now, you are finally stepping into the part of your story where things start working in your favor without force. Where love feels like peace, not pressure. Where connections feel natural, not complicated. And where you no longer have to chase what is already choosing you. And as you step deeper into this new chapter, something very quiet, but very powerful, will begin to happen inside you. You will start trusting yourself again. Not halfway. Not with doubt. But fully. The same voice you once ignored, the same feeling you once questioned, will now become your guide. And this time, you will listen. Because you've learned what happens when you don't. You've seen where confusion leads. You've felt what it's like to stay too long in the wrong place. So now, you won't need signs as loudly as before. Because you have become the sign. Your peace will tell you when something is right. Your discomfort will tell you when something is wrong. Simple. Clear. No overthinking. But pay close attention. Because there is still one moment ahead that will reveal just how much you've grown. It will come when you least expect it. A situation that looks familiar. A feeling that reminds you of the past. A person or energy that once had power over you. And for a second, it may feel like everything is the same again. Like nothing has changed. But that is only the surface. Because this time, you are different. This time, you will pause. You will observe. And instead of reacting, you will choose. And that choice will change everything. Because growth is not about never facing the same situation again. It's about responding to it in a completely new way. And when you do, when you finally choose differently, you close a door that was never fully shut before. Permanently. No more cycles. No more repeating the same story. That chapter ends with your decision. And the moment it ends, something new begins almost immediately. Faster than you expect. Because once you stop entertaining what is not meant for you, life no longer delays what is. And what is coming next will not require confusion to feel real. It will not require effort to be maintained. It will flow. Naturally. Easily. The way things are supposed to. And you will notice it in the small things first. The way conversations feel lighter. The way you smile without forcing it. The way you no longer carry emotional weight everywhere you go. That is how you will know. Not through intensity, but through peace. And from that moment on, you will never again mistake chaos for love. You will never again chase what gives you anxiety. You will never again lower yourself just to keep someone in your life. Because now, You understand your value without needing anyone else to confirm it. And that changes everything. So as the next days unfold, stay aware. Not anxious, just aware. Because what you've been waiting for is not just coming closer. It is already aligning itself around you. Piece by piece. Moment by moment. And very soon, you won't just feel the shift. You will see it. Clearly. Undeniably. In a way that leaves no room for doubt. And when that happens, you will finally understand why nothing before ever worked out. Because it was never meant to. Not like that. Not then. Only now. Only like this. Only when you became who you are today. And when that moment finally arrives, it won't feel like something new. It will feel familiar. Like something your soul already knew was coming. You won't need to question it. You won't need to chase it. You won't need to ask anyone what they think. Because deep inside, you will recognize it instantly. And in that exact moment, everything that once confused you will suddenly make sense. Every delay, every disappointment, every time you felt like giving up, it was all preparing you for this. For something real. Something that doesn't disappear overnight. Something that doesn't leave you guessing. Something that doesn't make you feel small. And here's the truth most people never hear. When what is meant for you finally arrives, it doesn't come with chaos. It comes with clarity. It stays. It grows. It chooses you without hesitation. So when you feel that shift, don't run from it. Don't doubt it. Don't sabotage it because it feels different from what you're used to. Embrace it. Because this time, it's not a lesson. It's the reward. And now listen carefully. Because this part matters more than anything you've heard so far. If this message found you today, it's not random. You were meant to hear this right now. So don't just watch and move on like nothing happened. Do this. Hit the like button right now. Because that simple action tells the universe you are ready for what's coming. Subscribe to this channel. Because the next messages are going to reveal even deeper truths you cannot afford to miss. And in the comments, write this exact phrase. I am ready for what is meant for me. When you write it, you are not just commenting. You are making a decision. A decision to stop chasing what hurts you. A decision to receive what truly belongs to you. A decision to step into the life that has been waiting for you all along. And if this message spoke to you even a little, share it with someone who needs this right now. Because the moment you help someone else see clearly, you strengthen your own path even more. Stay here. Stay aware. Because what's about to happen next is something you will remember for the rest of your life.